Welcome all of you for this War Games session. So this is to explain you how the idea of War Game helps you to understand cybersecurity when you are a newcomer. When you are a beginner into cybersecurity, it's always a good thing to start playing games, right? So you've been playing games, I think, most of your life, from FIFA to a first shooter playing game. So these are very common and we all love playing games. So when you want to learn something, again, games are not very different. They are not very remote. There are so many examples where games can be very useful, and without knowing, you will be learning a lot of things as well. So there are several games like this when you want to learn cybersecurity, the initial go. And war games are very special, right? So war games are special because this idea of war games came into being of one of those special movies which was released long time back. At the same time, war games are popular because everyone would like to play a war. Okay, and this site called overthewire.org consists of several such war games. So please type in overthewire.org. So it directly take you to this page, which is actually a free resource. So as you can see, war games offered by Over the Wire to help you learn, practice security concepts, and a lot of fun-filled games. And there are many games here, and if you have any problem, question, you can always join the chat. So there's this chat here which you can obviously join in, and this is very famous IRC services, internet relay chatting, not like your Facebook normal chat, but still I think it won't be that big deal. YouTube, how to do IRC, internet relay chatting, and this is the encrypted IRC and the port, and this is an unencrypted version. And there are a few channels. If you go to these channels, so if you know Discord, this is one good resource. So that's the newer version of it. I think most of you have seen Discord channels. Gamers do love Discord. So there are these channels where you can go and discuss things. So that's always is a good place to start. And then obviously there are several games. Most of them are, I think, very familiar names if you are being an avid reader. So Bandit is one of the famous ones, and actually they are giving you a suggested order of playing as well, because if you are a newcomer, Bandit would be a very good place to start. This game called Bandit, which we want all of you to play, will teach you lessons of basics of cybersecurity, Linux, networking, and and on and on. And also then you can play any of these, Leviathan or Nathas or Krypton, and then you can go to Narnia, one of the famous characters again in the child fictions, and Behemoth, and go on and on, right? And then of course they have recently released another one called Warzone, and which is also very interesting. So the Warzone is a new one, as I said. So it's kind of a isolated network simulating sort of a game. So we can have a look at it later. So now we are going to start with Bandit. So I will explain how to play this. So first of all, we can go to in the list to the Bandit game. And the Bandit War game, it says, is aimed at absolute beginners. It will teach the basics needed to be able to play other war games. So starting with this would be the ideal situation. And there are some information about how to get connected to this one. So we are going to talk about that as well, don't worry. Right, and we are going to use kind of a terminal to get connected. So it has some information here how to get connected to Bandit itself. So and also we can use this tool called SSH to get connected. So we'll go to level 0. That is where everything should started. So it says the goal of this level is for you to log into the game using SSH, right? So SSH is the secure shell, so which is a secure connection to a remote server. The host to which you need to connect is called bandit.labs.overthewire.org, and we have to use port 222 right? And the next thing is the username is bandit0 and the password is also bandit0. So then once you logged in, you can access the content. So let me get my terminal. So yep, alright, so you can see my terminal. Let me resize it for all of you to see the content. right? So I can place it here, right? So if you're using Windows, if you don't have a Linux terminal, don't worry, you can use the tool called Putty, right? So it's a very simple tool which you can find here. If you go to Putty, if you Google Putty, you can find this one. From here, using this tool, we can easily connect to the same using SSH. Okay, so yeah, okay, that's good. So let me connect to Bandit server, so SSH. So I will need to give the username, which is bandit0, and I have to put an @ so I'm putting @ symbol, and then I'm copying this server location. Alright, so which I'm going to do here, right? Okay, so that's the server, and they say okay, that's basically what we have to do, right? So because we have to put the port, let me put the port as well. Okay, give me a second. Okay, let me go again. So let me do it in this way. Yeah, so I want to give the port with tag P, so that would work, right? Then I would give the password, which is again bandit 0. Okay, all good. So as you can see here very clearly, right, let me get the terminal again, right? You can see some information about the server, which I'm not going to read anything. You can read it leisurely, and let me do a ls where there's a readme file. Okay, so now what you are supposed to do, now this is 0 level, as you can see it's bandit 0. This is level 1. This is like what you call as this boot to root sort of, meaning you start with a very simple level and you move into a category where you are going to be like the power user. So you need to find different types of I would say hints, or maybe like messages, or some hidden messages to go to the next level. So in Bandit, how it works, each level you will find a password for the next level. So now obviously, like when you do ls, so in a file server, so you can just do ls and see what is there in a file where you can see the stored password. So there's a readme file here. So let me vim or vi. So in Linux you have this. So this is where you learn basic Linux. Also you can do vi or even say cat command. So there are many other commands to get this done. Alright, so now when I do a cat the readme file, right, so I have the password for the next level. So what you can do is you can initially copy this password, so because I might need it in the next level, right? So I can go to the next level from here as well, just to see what is there any hint given. So they say the password for the next level is stored in a file called readme. So that's what we did actually in the home directory. Use the password to log into Bandit 1 using SSH. So that they are instructing. So let me go move off from this session, and then now, okay, let me clear the screen and then move to the next level, so you can see the message very clearly. Okay, so now I need to use the same command, ssh bandit 0. Now it's bandit 1, and then this is bandit labs .org. That's the same. So now they will ask for the password, and what is the password? The password was which the one I copied earlier. So I'm going to use, because it's a Mac, command V and press enter. Alright, all good. So now we are in the bandit 1 server. So now I'll go to level 1 to level 2. Right, the password for the next level is stored in the file called dash files. So dash files are also something interesting in Linux, right? So we are going to work on that. So we need to first see how to find this file. So let me do a simple ls without doing much, whether we can see that file. Obviously you can see, or you can do something like ls, alps, right? So you can see the same file information, same file with more information, right? So now you get to know about what is this A, what is this L, what is this P, what is this S, what each these tags the format symbols would tell you, right? So you can, of course, for that you can do a man ls, right? So then you can learn every bit of information about these other tags and options that you will have. So if it is minus R, it's a reverse, minus Q high control, minus N numeric. So likewise all that information is there in the manual page, right? So let me quickly do a ls. Now this is a dash file. So dash files can be read using a special operator. Let me do that operator. So this is the operator, right? So it's kind of redirection operator in a way. So then if you put the dash, so you can get the password, right? So that's a very simple one on Bandit 1. So let me copy this again, right? That is also saved. Right, now what I have to do, I think you all can tell me now. Yes, you have to exit from this. Right, now what I'm going to do a clear here and go from level 2 to level 3. All good. So now it says the password for the next level is stored in the file called spaces in the file name. So there's a file with the file name which has spaces located in the home directory. Let me check. So now it should be Bandit, what do you think? Bandit 2, no? Yes, Bandit 2. And then I'm going to paste the password, right? And then blah, I'm here. So I do ls. Okay, I see the file. I do a ls minus else. Oops, again the same mistake. Right, so now I can see that information. It's a file with a very different type of name. It doesn't matter, I can still do a cat. Now this might work or this might not. Normally here, yeah, it automatically, a tab works in the modern computers. If not, you have to always put this backslash after each word in the file name. That would work, and voila, you get the password. Let me copy it. It's very simple. We'll go to level 3 to level 4. So we are now improving bit by bit. Exit from the server and again clear, and now I'm going to go to Bandit 3 to 4 or Bandit 3, then I can move to the level 4. So I'm going to Bandit 3 now. Okay, all good. Paste the password, enter. Now in your case you have to submit all this to the page that we have hosted, so then we know that you have done this, right? So initially we'll go up to 6 levels, and different exercises you will go up to all, I think there are around 34 levels, which is you're going to learn a lot of things. Right, now I'm going to do ls. Okay, I'm having a directory here, ls minus else, right? So I know this is a directory. Here there's a D here, so I have to go in, but before that I will see what is there in the goal. The password for the next level is stored in a hidden file in the in here directory, so I obviously need to move into that, which is cd in here. Okay, that is done, and I'm going to ls. Okay, I can't see anything because it's a hidden file, so now I need to use my options. Yes, now of course you can see a hidden file, right, which is called hidden. So I can view this, obviously that's not a big problem. I say dot hidden. Okay, sorry, cat dot hidden. Yeah, I can get the password. So once you find and once you locate the file, opening up is not a big deal. So now we are in Bandit 3, so I want to move to Bandit 4. So level 4 to level 5. So let me go to level 4, Bandit 4. All good. I put the password. Voila, I'm in level 4. I want to move from level 4 to level 5. So now I'm going to go and check what is the hidden hint or the goal given. The pass for the next level is stored in the only human readable file in the in here directory. Okay, now let me do a ls. Okay, I have to go to the in here directory and then do ls. Okay, there are so many different files. Let me do a else. Okay, I don't see much difference. So what is the problem here? Okay, now we'll read this. The password for the next level is stored in the only human readable file in the in here directory. Okay, so some files are not human readable, maybe binary. What can be a human readable file? With some sort of a ASCII or EBCDIC format, right? So binaries cannot be read by human. So let me check whether we can do something fun to figure out how to get that say the file, file which is ASCII only, or some human readable file. So I can do a find. So then I can say find files, right? So all the files here, and then I can say the best. There are so many options in the find. I need to come up with the easier one, So let me write down something unique here. Okay, let me get the terminal back again. So let me check for files only. I don't want any directories, so I have to give the tag type and say files only. Then I need to say, okay, so I want to get any files which are really human readable. So there's this command called xargs. So again, you can check this in the manual page, and I will say I want something with xargs which is like human readable. Okay, now when you do that, so remember when the piping symbol is used, okay, this is like the input for this particular, or filter for this particular command. So once I execute this command, I'm going to look at only the xargs. So they will go through each and every other file and will handle it. So I see this file 07 is ASCII text. So let me check cat. So I have located the file now, so I really don't have to worry too much again hereafter. So I would say file 07 and see, okay, I see the password. So now what you have seen here is a clever usage of different Linux commands. So being a hacker, being a cybersecurity guy, right, it's not rocket science, right? So it's all about knowing the simple things, simplest things, how to work with the operating system, how to work with the terminal, how to work with the files, how to work with the cloud, how to work with the network, how to work with the packets, so you have to learn the basics, guys. Once you learn the basics, cybersecurity is another art, right? It's just an art, right? So and also a bit of creativity and knowing your basics really well. So this is the secret. A lot of people don't talk about this. They say we have a lot of hacking methods. All bullshit. Sorry for using that word, but it's a very common word used in professional context these days. So I'm not really worried to use that word. So try to understand. So these common types of methods are really valuable for your cybersecurity journey. So hope it's clear. Okay, now I have copied the password. Now we are going to the last level. So let me exit from here. Yes, and then go to Bandit 5 to 6, up to 6 we are going to do this. Okay, let me put the password, Command V, you can't see the paste now. Okay, all good. Let me go from level 5 to level 6, the last level we are going to do. Alright, oh no, we have two other levels, no? So the password for the next level is stored in a file under the in here directory with these conditions. Okay, let me check. Let me first do ls and cd for the in here directory, and then again I don't see, okay, I have few files. Oh, let me check. Right, so now there are a lot of files. Now again they are asking for a human readable file, no? So what do you have to do? And it shows 1033 bytes and not executable. Let me check. I can do a find in this directory, is it? Yeah, okay. And then I can do the same. I can say I need to find okay, there are many directories, right? So this might work, might not work. Let me check this. It's okay to have mistakes, don't worry. So that's the other lesson that you have to do, right? Then you have to get the human readable files. So the same goes here, xargs file, and then of course I need to have the size, right? Size defined. Okay, now this is where you have to look at some references also. Let me check. I'll bring back my terminal. Okay, let me do this, and then probably I might have to do or look for a size. So that I can do here because I want to get the size also. So I'm using the tag called size, and then guys, it's 1033 bytes. So 1033. If it is bytes, you use the letter C, end of the count, and I think that would do. Let me check. Okay. Okay, sorry, so I did a small mistake. Okay, it's okay. Let me go back here. Okay, let me remove this part. File 2, okay, that can be a one, but let me remove this as well for a moment. Let me check with this one. Again, they are looking for this directory. So this may be the file that you want to check, but I have another one which I need to check because this should be a not executable. So double check, say not to execute. You can use the negation and say the tag execute. So writing that would do. Okay, okay, it should be not it should be exec and u. Okay, maybe there's a small mistake here. Let me check. Don't worry when you get mistakes, it's very normal. Okay, so let me, yeah, I checked the command, it should be executable. Okay, that's good. All good. Okay, so this is the file that I'm looking for. So let me cat this guy. I can go into the folder if needed. May be here 07, and then I see the file 2, which is the one that there are a lot of files. I'm looking for the file 2. So let me cat cat file 2. Okay, did I do any mistake? Okay, there should be a tag. No. Okay, let me do this. Oh, that's a big one, no? Let me check whether is that the way to go ahead with. Oh, let me do this. Let me go back. Let me cat it like this. Dot slash maybe here 07, and then file 2. Oh, that would do. So that's probably the right way to do it. Let me copy the password, and that's done. Let me exit from level 5, and then let me SSH again to level 6. This is the last one that I'm going to do. Right. Okay. So then paste the password. All good. Now let me go to the level 6 and see what is in place here. Right, the password for the next level is stored in somewhere in the server, somewhere on the server, so that we don't know exactly where it is, has all the following properties. So it's kind of a very interesting phenomenon altogether. So let's see. Okay, so yeah, so these are the conditions. Let me check. Owned by user Bandit and owned by group Bandit 6. So now this is like all ownership properties, and size is 33 bytes. So let me check this one. Yeah, Bandit 6. Okay, now I can't see anything, guys, because it's not here in this folder. There's no in here directory. So I want to again now find, but this time I'm not going to put .y. It's not here. So starting from the root. So find is a great tool which you can do all those crazy stuff. And I want to find a file. And now the simplest thing is the user, who is Bandit 7. It should be 6 or 7, but it says 6, no? User is Bandit 7. No, sorry, Bandit 7. So let me say Bandit 7. But the group they are saying is as Bandit 6. So let me go on as they say it, Bandit 6. And then the size is, as they say, 33 bytes. So it's a C. Oh, all good. Right, let me see for a file. Permission deny. So there should be something that is not okay. So as you can see here, no, that's not the one. Let me check. Can you see it? Is there anything interesting here? Okay, so there's the password file Bandit 7. So this is the one that I want to look at, right? So let's try to find the last password. So it's not going to be a big deal. Let me copy the content and then just do a cat. So I'm going to copy this location and clear this one and say cat. Guys, we can see the final password for these levels, which is this one, which can move to the next level. So now I believe that you got a very good idea about how you get these things done. Not a big deal, but you need to practice. So at least in this level you have to go up to 6 levels and paste all the passwords in the given locations, and we'll meet again with another Bandit session in the future challenges. Thank you, guys.